Here is an uncomfortable truth. You can work hard your whole life, earn a good salary, do everything right, and still end up with almost nothing to show for it. Not because you were lazy, not because you are bad with money, but because your own brain is quietly filtering wealth out of your life every single day, and you do not even feel it happening. This is the story of the 90 days one man spent flipping that switch. And here is the strange part. At first, he did not make more money. He just started seeing it. Let me show you exactly how he did it so you can too. Ryan made $71,000 a year. Good job, steady paycheck, the kind of number your parents brag about at dinner. And Ryan was broke. Not dramatic, movie broke. Quietly broke. The money hit his account on Friday, and by Tuesday he couldn't tell you where it went. He wasn't reckless. He didn't gamble it away. He just watched it evaporate, month after month, and felt that quiet dread every time he opened his banking app. For 6 years he showed up early, stayed late, and said yes to everything. He did everything they told him to do. And for 6 years, the number in his savings barely moved. In about 90 days, something shifted. He didn't win the lottery, he didn't land some giant promotion, he didn't start working 80-hour weeks, he changed one thing. And it wasn't his job, it was his brain. Here is exactly what he did, step by step, so you can do it too. Start with how the brain actually works. Right now, as you listen, your brain is ignoring almost everything around you. The feeling of your shoes, the hum of the room. It filters out thousands of details so you don't drown in them. There is a part of your brain whose entire job is to decide what you notice and what you ignore. Scientists call it the reticular activating system. Think of it as a bouncer at a club. It only lets in what it believes matters to you. Here's the part most people never use. You can tell that bouncer what matters. You have felt it before. You buy a blue car and suddenly you see blue cars everywhere. The cars were always there. Your filter just started letting them through. Ryan's problem was simple. He had never once told his brain that building wealth mattered. So it filtered money out, the same way it filters out your shoes. Opportunities were all around him. He just could not see them. So step 1. Clarity. Ryan sat down and did something almost embarrassingly simple. He picked an exact number, not more money, not enough to be comfortable. A specific figure, $8,500 a month. That is $102,000 a year. The number matters because a filter cannot hunt for more. It can only hunt for something specific. Vague goals give your brain nothing to catch. Step 2. Ryan wrote one sentence on a card. I earn $8,500 a month, and here is how. Every morning, right after waking up, he read it. Every night, right before bed, he read it again. Not because the words are magic. Say it clearly. No sentence deposits money into your account. What the sentence does is program the bouncer. Morning and night are when your brain is most open, half asleep, defenses down. That is when the instruction sticks. And notice the twist at the end, and here is how. Most people stop at the wish. Ryan forced his brain into a question. How? A brain-handed a question cannot help but start looking for an answer. That is simply what it does. Step 3. Mental rehearsal. When Ryan read his card, he closed his eyes for 60 seconds and he ran a movie. Not a daydream, a rehearsal. Athletes do this before every game. They see the shot before they take it. Ryan saw the deposit landing. He felt the calm of an account that grows instead of shrinks. He pictured what that money would actually change. His rent handled without a knot in his stomach. A real vacation. Helping his sister with her tuition. He made it specific, and he made it feel real. Why does this work? Because your brain rehearses the future to prepare for it. Vividly imagining a result quietly rewires what you believe is possible, and your beliefs decide which actions you will even attempt. Ryan used to think, people like me do not get ahead. After a few weeks of rehearsal, that sentence lost its grip. Here is where it gets powerful. Once the target is clear and the belief is set, another part of the brain wakes up. The prefrontal cortex right behind your forehead. It is the planner, the strategist, the quiet CEO in your head. Give it a clear target it believes in, and it works on the problem in the background, even while you sleep. Ryan started getting ideas in the shower, on his drive home. Random, useful ideas about income, about skills, about people he should talk to. He was not smarter. His CEO had finally been given a job. Now the honest part, because you deserve it. This is not the universe handing you a check. There is no secret frequency. If anyone tells you to just believe and the money appears, close this video. What is really happening is this. Your attention changed, so you started seeing opportunities you used to walk past. And your belief changed, so you started acting on them. Attention plus action. That is the whole engine. Everything else is just what turns it on. So, step 4. Ryan built a target he could see. Some people call it a vision board. Strip away the woo, and it is just this. Pictures of the specific outcome, somewhere you will look every day. The apartment, the paid-off card, the number in the account. Not to wish on, to aim at. A clear target you see daily keeps the filter locked on. And step 5. The one that actually moves money. Every single morning, Ryan asked himself one question. What is one thing I can do today to get closer to that number? And then he did 1 or 2 of them. Small. Send the email. Learn the skill for an hour. Ask the question he was scared to ask. 1 or 2 actions a day sounds like nothing. But 1 or 2 a day is 300-400 actions a year. That compounds. And this is exactly where almost everyone fails. They love steps 1 through 4. Writing the number, reading the card, picturing the outcome, it feels good, and it costs nothing. But step 5 is where it gets real, because step 5 asks you to actually do something today. Most people skip it, and then they wonder why nothing changed. Do not be most people. The visualizing primes the engine. The action is the engine. You need both. So what happened to Ryan? Nothing magic. In week 3, he finally noticed his company paid referral bonuses. Something that had been sitting in his inbox for 2 years. He had filtered it out. In week 5, he asked his manager for the raise he had been avoiding for a year and got part of it. In week 7, he turned a skill he already had into weekend work, a few $100s at a time. And every extra dollar, he did one boring, powerful thing with it. He automated it straight into a simple index fund before he could spend it. None of these were miracles. They were all sitting right in front of him the entire time. He just finally could see them. And once you can see them, you can act. And once you act, the number moves. Here is the whole system, so you never forget it. 1. Pick an exact number. Vague dies. Specific hunts. 2. Prime your brain morning and night and end it with, here is how. 3. Rehearse the outcome for 60 seconds until you believe it. 4. Keep a target you can see every day. 5. Every morning, ask what one action moves you closer and take it. Do that, and you are not waiting for money to find you. You are training your brain to find it. The opportunities are already around you. Right now, the same way they were all around Ryan. The only question is whether your filter is finally awake enough to let them in. So here's what I want you to do today before you forget any of this. Pick your number, write your one sentence, and take one small action, just one, in the next hour. Not tomorrow. Today. Because the version of you that starts now is the version that looks back in 90 days and cannot believe how much changed. If this made something click, subscribe. We turn the way money actually works into something you can see, and I will see you in the next one.